Okay, this is Nyack Hot Bagels and Deli. Here's some of the beautiful bagels that they have. A little bit more plain than the others. There is the egg grill. My guy in the blue hooking it up. Sandwiches, some deli meat, the usual. A lot of people there. It was like 10 o'clock in the morning. Oh, there's a t-shirt. They don't have a t-shirt, you'll learn. Nyack Hot Bagels and Deli. Banging. Okay. It just smells banging. Nyack Hot Bagels and Deli. I'm excited that I think this is gonna be my first video back, but I've had really good bagels. I've had really good egg sandwiches, but this spot, you put the egg sandwich on the bagel, it's a game changer. There's a lot of good bagel spots here in New York. I've started with a couple. And Molly actually put me onto this spot. She saw in a Facebook group chat that it was like, who's got the best bagels in Rockland County? It's part of New York, and everyone was like Nyack Hot Bagels, Nyack Hot Bagels, Nyack Hot Bagels, Nyack Hot Bagels. So I was going to this other spot, Goldberg's, which I'll go to and I'll review it as well. But she was like, you got to try this spot. So ever since I've been going here, it's off the chains. So I usually will get a plain bagel with butter and cream cheese on it, toasted, and it's phenomenal. But in the mornings, I get a plain bagel with scrambled egg and bacon on it, and it's next level. Because you put the bacon, you put the egg with the bagel, and it's a game changer. You get salt, pepper, ketchup on it. I don't do cheese. It also varies on who makes the sandwich at this spot. So the guy who made my sandwich today is this little dude. But he always packs the bacon on, so I haven't even looked yet, but he always packs the bacon on and makes it just right, and it's so good. So let's dive in. I showed a little of the spot. I also showed that they sell a t-shirt for $20. If a spot you go to is selling a t-shirt, you know it's banging, because no one's gonna buy and rep that shirt if you don't work there, if the food is not phenomenal. So if you go to a place and you think it's good and they don't sell their t-shirt, don't recommend it. Don't tell your friend. Don't tell anybody. If they don't have a t-shirt on display with a little marker that says like $20, $25, forget about it. Your spot is not good. So here's the sandwich. Ooh-wee. So you can see the bagel is like perfectly brownly toasted. The eggs, he loads the bacon on and he smacks ketchup all over it. So one thing a bad person can do is not put enough ketchup, or they put the ketchup on the bottom of the egg sandwich, which is also whack. He loads it on there. He puts bacon all up in there. It's super crispy. Like, the bagel is so brown and crispy that it almost looks like a roll. So it's like you're getting the best of both worlds. Now, I will say, scrambled looks a little slayed. If you could see the yolk and the white, it's not really scrambled, but it'll do. Can't even speak, it's so off the chains. Their bagel. Sometimes places can't do both. They could do an egg sandwich and they do bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll, salt, pepper, ketchup, and that's their thing. Other places do just bagels, and their bagels are off the chains. But getting both is a hard combo. Now, I will say, today, I'm going to critique it a little bit because, like I said, he didn't scramble the eggs, like, on point. He must have gave it, like, a little whoop, and then poured it onto the pan. Because usually they scramble it, whisk it up really good, and it's nice and scrambled. He didn't really scramble it today. But it's still so good. Because the bagel's kind of like, the bagel's holding it. The bacon too. Their bacon smacks. Anytime you go to a deli or a diner and they have the bacon just chilling on the fryer, and you order a sandwich and they just like move it over and heat it up and make it crispy again, you know it's good. Because if they're moving through that much bacon, they know what they're doing. They're professionals. If you go to a spot and it's like the bacon is mad thick It's got pepper all over it. You only get like 2 slices. They're too prissy about their bacon. Like, chill. Good places have bacon just stacked up on the side of their burner, and then they just pick it up with their hand. They throw like 2 or 3. This guy is heavy on the bacon. The only thing I did not do was get a drink, and that kind of messed up in that regard, because I would take a big gulp right now, and that would kind of move me through this remainder and the next remainder. But there is a Dunkin's kind of down the road, so usually I'll get this, drive to Dunkin's, get a nice coffee, and it'll just like complete the whole meal. So like I said, I only get salt, pepper, ketchup. I don't get cheese. Sometimes you got to make sure that they put the ketchup on and make sure they scramble the eggs. I'm not the type of person to go back and be like, hey, you didn't scramble the eggs. I would maybe say, hey, there's no ketchup on it, but that still requires you getting back out of your car, going back inside, having to open up your shit, show them put the ketchup on, put it back in the bag. It's a whole process. So most of the time I'll just eat whatever they give me. Honestly, they could give me like an avocado sandwich and just put it in the bag. And if I already walked out and I'm in my car and especially if I'm home, I'm just eating it. Or if I don't like it, I'll just throw it out. And maybe next time, probably not at a local spot. If it's a chain, I'll say something, but at a local spot, they got me. Molly's always like, why don't you check your bag for food? And I'm like, because who does that? If you go to a fast food spot and they hand you a bag, you're trusting that that's the food that they gave you. Like, I ordered some shit, they gave me some shit. I'm not gonna be like, I ordered some shit and then they just gave me some random shit. That's what I ordered. So she always is mad when I don't check the bag, because we had a good stretch where they weren't putting the right stuff in my bag, and it got to a point where I went to the fast food and I was like, let me check this. And it was right. But the times you don't check it, it's going to be wrong. Or a sauce will be missing, or it won't be enough sauce, or the barbecue sauce won't be there, or she gets buffalo sauce on the side at a lot of places we go to, and a lot of the times they don't put the buffalo sauce on the side. So that's one I got to check for. The good thing about this, it stays crispy the whole time. Right, it's like perfect glaze. On to half number 2. They put a good amount of napkins in the bag too. You'll also see on the video, they have all different other types of bagels too. I don't know what time they do it. Maybe around 12, because it's 12:30 now, or 11:30, 12. I was there once when they poured hot bagels into the thing. The front of the glass steams up. It's all full. You don't have to get it toasted. That's the best time to get a bagel. So even if I'm on my way to get an egg sandwich and they just pour the bagels in, order is switched, going back to a bagel with butter and cream cheese, because it's hot. It's because it's fresh. Toasted does the same, but it's nothing like getting a hot, fresh bagel. Hence their name. It's like walking into the Jordan store and seeing Michael Jordan there, like Air Jordan. When you go to the name of the place and it's Nyack Hot Bagels and they're pouring out some hot bagels, there's nothing better. All right, let's eat the second half. Again, messed up not getting a drink, but it'll do. That middle bite where all the guts are at, that's a good bite. I'll probably finish up with maybe bite, bite, bite. 3 more bites, probably get this done. I don't know. It's gonna be tough. Because usually you gotta take off that like that spot at the end, so it could be 4. 1, 2, 3. Might be 3 more bites now. Some leftover bacon. Most would attack all this right now. I'm gonna go small first. Get that out the way, and then I leave myself a banger. And probably a 1 biter. Ooh. Having a drink hurts. Gumzo. Always roll it up into a ball. Go back in the bag. That's Nyack hot bagels and deli. So far the best bagel I've had since I'm back in New York. We've moved back and I've tried a lot of different places. Like I said, Goldberg's used to be my spot. There's a place called Bagel Boys, but that's a chain. People like it though. Rockland Bakery, which you'll see I went to. They have all the bread. They have hot bagels that come off the line. Those are good too. Nyack Bagel is top. They've done nothing that has changed my mind thus far, and there's no other real spot that stacks up against it. So if you're out this way, try that spot. Get the egg sandwich. If you want cheese, put cheese on it. I suggest you scramble it. Very underrated that people get bacon, egg, and cheeses on a roll and they don't scramble it. I say scrambled. Maybe that's why he was just naturally not scrambling it, but very good. I'm probably gonna get a drink, but that's my morning kind of breakfast all the time. Peace.